Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They make the stop after the catch and still some... Pick up that first down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You gotta start fast, you gotta have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No return coming. He'll call for... The Gators sending the offense back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Darasaw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Now, listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! A first down for the offense. The give to the tailback. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Final play of the quarter coming. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. The Gators with the 1st and 10. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Ineligible receiver, downfield, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Power football with the run. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. On the move, it's McMillan. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Florida! And once he got loose, it was all over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline, what sort of changes.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Gators!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've been outstanding here in this 1st half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great 1st half. I'm going to get more. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go.
He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab on the left side. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Florida! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change.
Offense set on first down. Got the quick completion.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking for room. It's McMillan. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Picked off. Got room on the return. And the defender is... The Gators sending the offense back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Looking to throw, it's Darrisaw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. Makes a nice grab at the 25. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes a diving catch along the left sideline. He's now over 150 yards receiving. Might be worth noting that Taylor Jacobs holds a single-game record with 246.
Yeah, and when he's got speed on the outside, find him, bro. I mean, if those are guys that are going to make plays, those are the guys I'm going to feature and continue to find. And so far, he hasn't disappointed. So if I'm Florida, I'm going to keep exploiting that matchup.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he wants it all. Snags it on the right. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got his man in the middle. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. From the gun, running back gets the give.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They're just not getting the push they need all game long.
Fires toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those.
Off he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown Gators! And the beatdown has ensued. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It is good. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Now the toss. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give as they work on that clock. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Gators are rolling down the field. He'll ride his man on the option. Still on his feet at the 45. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12. 3rd and goal from way back there. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Splits the uprights. It's good. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this